in lane 3. Pablo Chalfun in lane number 4. Luckett, the lowest max listed clean and jerk in this heat, but he is coming off some momentum with an 8th place finish earlier today. And the race to the round of 20 is underway with these 5 opening lifts in the first round. It's Jones on the left, Porter in the second lane, Luckett, and then Chalfun going left to right a moment ago. All 4 athletes already through the 255-pound bar, making their way to 265. It's synchronization for the 3 on the right side of the screen. Jones not far behind as they get to bar number 4 of 5. Chalfun with a slight lead. He's going to advance to the final bar, and the man that was an alternate in the Latin America Regional went on to win and make his way to the games. He's going to get a no rep on the final lift, and that's going to give it to Marquand Jones on the top lane. Jones in at 39.92, Luckett 42.04, Con Porter in at 46.36, and how costly is a single no rep in this event? As Chalfun went from leading the way and looking like he would be in a good spot for the top 20, and it is unlikely he will advance. And away we go with our second of 8 heats. All 4 athletes good at the opening bar of 245, moving on to 255. It'll be Tim Paulson just ahead of that man, Saxon Panchik. Ethan Helbig in 3rd, Mitchell Stevenson on the top lane in 4th. Paulson on the near side of the screen in dark blue, leading Saxon Panchik in the white shirt, 1 lane above him, but they are near neck and neck as they advance to the 275-pound bar. The 5th and final bar in the way. Paulson gets the lockout. He'll make his way up onto the platform with a new top time at 31 seconds. Saxon Panchik in just behind at 33.3. Mitchell Stevenson unable to get the extension in the lockout, and that'll give Ethan Helbig the 3rd fastest time in the heat. Helbig in at 48.51. Mitchell Stevenson taking another shot at it, unable to lock it out. And for the 2nd straight heat, we'll only have 3 of the 4 athletes able to beat the 1-minute time cap. No surprise there out of that one that Tim Paulson has the new top time to beat. Bridges in the middle lane, Alex Anderson, another ultra-strong competitor. And here we go, full field of 5. It'll be Enderton in lane number 1 on the top, and Colty in lane number 5 on the bottom of the screen a moment ago. Enderton quickly through the first 2 bars. He's got a big lead early on, already to the 3rd bar, but he had a hitch as he lost his grip a little bit. That opens the window for Dunn, also for Anderson and Colty, but it's Enderton still out in front through the 270-pound bar. 1 bar remains. This might be a new quick time of the day. Struggles to get out of that power clean, but he does. Top time will stand, but Enderton with a very quick time at 34.21. Colty in at 35.18. Anderson 36.38. Dunn 39.91. And Josh Bridges is the lone man left on the floor. Keep in mind, everybody that does not advance, their score or time will be how they rank. That rep did count just before the time cap, and that could be a big lift if anybody else is struggling in this opening round. In 1, Zeke Grove, lane number 2, Elliott Simmons, lane 3. Easy there, Zeke. Stand by. And here we go with heat number 4. Again, 31.88, the time to beat for the top time. All you need is a top 20 to advance. All 5 athletes through bar number 1, advancing to bar 2. Sweeney in lane 1 on the top side of the screen a moment ago. Craig Kenny leading the way just ahead of Anderson and Grove. So it's Kenny and then 2 of the 4 lightest athletes in the field joining them in the top 3. Kenny continuing to lead the way as Grove trips over the bar in the blue shirt. Kenny in lane number 4 will try to hold off Cody Anderson, and he will as he goes over the bar up onto the platform right at the 34-second mark. 34-32 for Craig Kenny, 35-37 for Anderson, 37-24 for Grove. Sean Sweeney will come across the platform with the with some style points. That doesn't reduce your time, but it does give you a little bit more social media followers at 50.92. And Elliott Simmons will be, once again, we got another heat with one athlete unable to finish. And as we pointed out with Josh Bridges, every rep counts when it comes to your score. But Craig on the bubble, moving forward as we're ready for heat number 5. Scott Panchik on the top, lane 1. Alex Smith on the bottom in lane number 5. As we move through the first bar very, very quickly. That time of 31.88 may be in jeopardy for the top time. Advancing into the second round. On to bar number 3 for all 5 athletes within a second of each other. It's going to be Panchik and Urankar just in line with each other, barely ahead of Smith and Linder Layton. Panchik continuing to hold off Urankar as Ben Smith is closing in. Panchik on the very top lane, gets the lockout, comes up onto the platform. That's going to be close for maybe the top time. Ben Smith in less than a second behind. Urankar and Alex Smith right there as well. Linder Layton will come across to the 40-second mark, and it's going to be 32.20 for Scott Panchik, 33.29 for Ben. Lane 2, Frederick Agidius, lane 3, Noah Olson. These 5 might need to be perfect if they want to find themselves into the top 20. It's Noah Olson breaking from the first bar just ahead of Rasmus Anderson. Olson in lane number 4 going left to right. There he is in the dark tank top, still leading just barely ahead of Anderson and Gamboa. It continues to be Olson as they advance to the final 2 bars. This one 270 pounds. Olson opting to go for a split jerk, and that's a little bit slower. It gives the edge to Gamboa in the green tank top in lane number 2. And it'll be Gamboa that'll hop up onto the platform about 34 seconds. Olson less than a second behind. Rasmus Anderson in 3rd. Logan Collins unable to get the lockout at 275. Frederick Agidius has made his way to the final bar with 12 seconds remaining until the time cap. Collins underneath it. And the 170-pounder Logan Collins will get up onto the platform just under the time cap. Agidius got the rep, but he won't get onto the platform, so he'll technically be time capped. Carl Goodmanson, 7th place. He'll be in lane 4. And Willie. And away we go. It's Newberry in the pink tank top in lane 1. On the bottom side of the screen in lane 5, Willie George in the blue shirt. Fikowski leading the way step for step with Willie George. So Fikowski in the center lane, number 3, will continue to lead the way. Willie George still in line with them, actually. As they get to the 270-pound bar, Willie George will take the lead. The first Frenchman to qualify for the games, maybe taking the heat. And he will as he gets onto the platform at 32 seconds. 32.86 for George, 34.04 for Fikowski. Goodmanson in at 38.23. Here's James Newberry getting the lockout, and he brings the feet together. He'll get the okay, and he'll come up onto the platform in the 5th position. It's Woodviller. 4th place is Patrick Vellner in lane number 5. Cole Sager, 3rd place. This has been a pretty chaotic day already, as they each had horrible falls on the cargo net in the battleground presented by the United States Marine Corps.
And you can see Vellner here getting some medical attention. They were really concerned, trying to make sure that he's fit to compete.
Now, they did do a check here. The great medical staff that we had, they looked him over. They wanted to send him off-site to get a little extra imaging done, make sure he's okay.
10 seconds. Stand by.
31.88 continues to be the top time, but all that matters is get into the top 20. It's Matt Fraser in the white leader's jersey out in front, just ahead of Lucas Hochberg in 2nd. He's in lane number 4. Fraser, no surprise here. Already through bar number 3, out in front by about a half second over Hochberg. It's Vellner in 3rd, Esslinger in 4th, but Matt Fraser might be taking the top time here in the quarterfinal round. Why not? Matt Fraser, fastest time in round 1. 30.0